Hi, thanks so much for joining me. So today I have a unboxing from Book Outlet, and then I also have a small library haul, and then I have like a couple random items, books and something else from like different places. So yeah, so let me get started. So I'm gonna open this with you guys just how I got it in the mail today. It's not a huge haul, but it's not a huge amount of stuff, but it's always exciting to open for me. Okay, so I'm back. I didn't want to have you guys wait the whole time, but yeah, so this is everything I got. I'm going to pull it out now, and then I'm going to show you a little bit better. So I got some stuff for my daughter. So I'm doing a book advent for Christmas for her. And then, oh wow, look at that. Ugh, I hate when stuff like this happens. Ugh. They didn't put any protective stuff. They could have put cardboard or something. Look at that. Okay, so maybe it'll straighten out. Okay, and then I got her something for homeschool. Then I got something, actually I'm starting to shop early for Christmas. Show you guys. I got something from my grandmother for Christmas. Yeah, so let me take all this stuff out. Okay, so the first thing I got was for myself. It's Post Office by Charles Bukowski, and that's a little damaged. You know what? I don't even think I'm going to contact them. I'm just going to deal with it. It's really annoying. I'm glad it didn't happen on the front. But anyway, I was really looking for hardbacks of his work, and I couldn't find any. I'm thinking maybe most of them are just paperbacks. But anyway, this is like an author that I actually read during college, was assigned reading many times, but I never really read him in my personal time, and I'm not sure if I'm going to like him or not. I know my husband likes him, so we're going to kind of share this copy. I'm really disappointed in this. I might email them. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to connect with his work, you know, as an adult, you know, an older adult like I did a little bit when I was in my early 20s or whatever, like 18, 19. I don't know how old I was when I read him. But yeah, so this is just a modern classic by him. And I believe it's kind of autobiographical, I think. I think it's like fictional, but I want to say maybe the character's a little bit based on his life and things like that. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm doing a book advent for my daughter for Christmas. And my goal is to do like the 12 days of Christmas. So I'm not sure how I'm going to orchestrate it yet. But she requested these two books as two books that she really wanted to finish the series. She read book 1 of The Menagerie. This is book 2 and 3 by Tuati Sutherland and Carrie Sutherland. So she wasn't as much of a fan of these as the same author wrote the... oh my gosh, like my brain's not working today. Wings of Fire, Tuati Sutherland wrote. She loves Wings of Fire, but she still said she liked it enough to where she did request these. I asked her what books she'd be interested in getting, possibly like for Christmas or her birthday, and these were on the list. So I was happy to find them at Book Outlet. So yeah, so that's book 2 and 3 that she will be working on, and she'll be getting this in her Advent. These will be one of the 12. And then this is the 5 Kingdoms series by Brandon Mole. This is also one of her favorite series right now, and she also requested this book. And I wanted to get her books that I knew she'd really like. She's very picky. I mean, aren't we all? I mean, I'm very picky about what I read too. But for a child, I don't know. I mean, she's my only child, so I don't know what to compare it to. But she's just like very picky, and she mainly wants to read fantasy, so I got her this. And yeah, so it's just also very much fantasy, and since this is like not the first one, I don't want to spoil anything by reading the back, but it's just very much fantasy, and she really is loving it. Okay, so that was next. And then I got this for her. This, I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in one of the in the book Advent, because I said that I told myself they don't all have to be fiction, of course. So this might be one of those books that she gets in the Advent, But I also might just give it to her for Christmas, just kind of like put it out with her presents. I'm not sure yet, but I know nothing about this book. I didn't even look at the previews because I just thought the cover itself looked really pretty as a coloring book. Rooms of Wonder. And my daughter wants to be an architect, so I just thought, I'm not sure. Okay, cool. So it's like interiors, really cool. It's just, okay, so some of them are like objects. Here's like a kitchen. So I know interior design is also, a part of architecture. It's in the School of Architecture, but they also have some stuff in here that isn't necessarily like, just could be like a pattern on a wall or a painting. So yeah, so I just thought it'd be something fun for her to do. She does like coloring, so does her grandmother. So this will be, like one of her Christmas books. So, okay, that's cute. It's like an inside of a clock. It's really cute. So some of them are more like kind of abstract designs, but yeah, so that is a coloring book. And then, let me show you something I got for homeschool. So this is Adventures in Architecture for Kids. So let's see what they have. That's cool. I mean, you're building a lot of architectural models when you are actually studying architecture, so this will really give her, I think, a good insight into building architectural models and things like that. This is a Golden Girls, the art of coloring. So my grandmother, it's not a cliche, but it's true. Like, not my grandmother loves the Golden Girls, and sometimes my grandmother lives in a different state, but we pick her up and she comes spend time with us in Texas, and we hopefully will have her for the holidays. And so I'm already starting to accumulate stuff for her, and she really likes to color women, like fashion and things like that. So I thought, wow, this would be really, she'll love this. She doesn't like the designs, they're overwhelming for her, but she really likes to color people because, it's just like a form, and it's not too abstract, and it's just easier to color, I think. But so that's why I got her this, even though she's a big Golden Girls fan. Also the fact that I knew it'd be a lot of them in their like outfits and stuff like that. So I think she'll really love it. Oh wait, was that Blanche? Oh, that's nice. I actually like the Golden Girls too. I want to start from the beginning and just like binge watch it. Because when she comes visit me in Texas, we always put the Golden Girls on, but we just choose random ones. But yeah, I want to like binge watch it. But okay, so that's everything from Book Outlet. And so now I'm going to show you some random things I got. One is from a thrift store. So this is not book related, but I still like to show DVDs occasionally. This is Gilmore Girls, the first season. So it's like brand new. And I know you can like watch stuff like this on streaming, but I'm like a DVD girl. I'm building up my DVD collection all over again. Long story, because I got rid of my DVD player years ago. We moved, transferred everything digital, then all the stuff got ruined. And then now I'm like into DVDs again. So I love Gilmore Girls. They have 7 seasons, so this was like $3. So I thought it was well worth it. Because I don't subscribe to every streaming service. Sometimes I rotate them and stuff like that. Sorry. But yeah, so I love the idea of just having it. And I'm going to start looking for the other seasons at other thrift stores. But if you haven't seen Gilmore Girls, I think it's still book related because they love books. Well, Rory loves books. She's the daughter. This is the mother. And she's single parent. She's raising Rory. The grandparents are so funny. They're totally opposite of Lorelai, which is the mom. And Rory loves books. And I love seeing all the books that she's reading while I'm watching the series. And my husband likes it, and so does my daughter. My husband doesn't like adore it or anything, but like he thinks it's like he'll watch it with us and stuff. My daughter really likes it. So yeah, enough about that. It's one of my favorite shows. Okay, now this is this is one of the only, Book Outlet's new, but then this is like I ordered from Amazon. So this is Frances Hodgson Burnett. This is, I don't know if I'm going to say this correctly, but I think it's Little Lord Fauntleroy. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but Frances Hodgson Burnett, I loved The Secret Garden. I loved A Little Princess. And this was like her most popular book besides those two. I'm not sure, she might have a few others, but so this was on my list of books to read big time. And I wanted to get the illustrated version. Not sure if they're all illustrated, but I really wanted an illustrated version because that's how I have the illustrated version of The Secret Garden. Let's see, who did the illustrations? Does it say? Okay, illustrations by C.E. Brock. I'm going to also link everything in the description. But yeah, so I really don't even know that much about... Oh, okay, so it has some color. And of course, like the black and white. These almost look like woodcuts. Or some type of printmaking. But yeah, so it has some color. So I don't know too much about it. I just know since I loved the other two books that she wrote, that I read, that I would just go for this one. And yeah, so I can't wait to try it. My library didn't have it, and I really couldn't find this version anywhere else. I just bought it new, and I'm really excited to read it. Okay, so now I have some things from the library. First, I'm going to show you guys a picture book of a picture book illustrator author that I just became aware of. And then I'm going to show you guys this collection of books because I'm obsessed with this author. So these are all for me. My daughter's pretty solid right now with how the amount of books that she has on her like TBR. So she didn't check out anything from the library. She's just trying to, because she has all the homeschool books, the independent reads right now. So I just went and checked out some books for myself because she didn't really want anything because she's good. And this is, but of course I share everything with her. So this is Terrific by John Agee. So my brother has two young children around the same age as my daughter, and he loves sharing picture books with them and things like that. And he recommended this author, which is John Agee. And I tried multiple books by him, and then I actually requested this book also from the library and by him to check out his illustrations. And my brother really likes the simplicity of his illustrations, and I have to agree. But this book was so good as a picture book also, not just for the illustrations. It's like, much to his surprise, Eugene was the lucky winner of an all-expenses-paid cruise to Bermuda. Terrific, he said. I'll probably get a really nasty sunburn. So, he's very pessimistic. Every single thing he's just so pessimistic about, and it's refreshing because you don't see a lot of picture books with like an adult protagonist that just has this like realistic, because I'm very pessimistic, and it's just like the ship ran into a terrible storm, everyone was rescued except for Eugene. Terrific, he said. I'll probably get devoured by sharks. Just everything. And then it has like a cute kind of like surprise ending, which I'm not going to say, but like it's just so good. And I'm really glad he told me about him. So my library, he has quite a few books. And yeah, so John Agee, check him out. Okay, so now I have a collection of books by the same author, and that author is Brian Selznick, because after I read Big Tree and Hugo, I wanted to read all of his work. It's a very similar experience I have with Kate DiCamillo. Actually, Kate DiCamillo has a new book coming out, you guys. I almost pre-ordered it. I had to stop myself because I actually have a lot of books right now. But it's coming out in October. The name is slipping me, but if you Google Kate DiCamillo's newest book, I found it on Amazon and on Target, and I'm waiting to see if Target's going to have a book sale soon. But because I have quite a few books in the cart. So I'm really excited about it, and I will eventually probably end up buying it. I'm going to see if my library is going to get it too. I might request it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I have to own every book by her. It's just a fact. So Brian Selznick, I wanted to just go ahead and try these three via my library before I buy them, because I bought Big Tree as soon as it came out, and then I read Hugo, and Hugo's my favorite. So this is Wonderstruck, and his books are just so much about the illustrations, and it's just like such a wonderful experience for someone who loves illustrations. And so this one, let's see. Ben and Rose secretly wish their lives were different. Ben longs for the father he has never known. Rose dreams of a mysterious actress whose life she chronicles in a scrapbook. When Ben discovers a puzzling clue in his mother's room and Rose leaves an enticing headline in the newspaper, both children set out alone on desperate quest to find what they are missing. Set 50 years apart, two independent stories. Ben's told in words, Rose's in pictures. So this sounds really interesting. Other than the little synopsis, I'm just going into it, not reading any reviews or anything like that, of course, and I'm just gonna go for it. So yeah, so that's Wonderstruck. And then the next one is Kaleidoscope. This one's much smaller than a lot of his books, so let's see what this one is. So this one, of course, also has, you know, what he's known for. Very illustrated. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Very illustration heavy. I didn't even read the description at the library. I was just like, I'm getting my hands on every Brian Selznick book. So this is The Marvels. This one has a really pretty cover. Really pretty. So this is, let's see. Oh look, and it has like the gold. Okay, so this one is, in this magnificent re-imaging of the form he originated, two standalone stories, the first in nearly 400 pages of continuous pictures, the second in prose, together create a narrative puzzle. Oh. The journey begins on a ship at sea in 1766 with a boy named Billy Marvel. After surviving a shipwreck, he finds work in a London theater. There, his family flourishes for generations as brilliant actors until 1900, when young Marvel is banished from the stage. Okay, so it says two standalone stories in the first. Interesting. So oh, look how pretty that is. It's like comes, if like you own it, you can put your name in. That's beautiful. Okay. Look at that. So, oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, so this looks really interesting. So we will see if any of them will beat first place, which is Hugo. Hugo, it's up there. It's up there with, like, I don't know, like my top middle grades. But yeah, so I will be trying Brian Selznick, and it's also like a pretty quick read because of the illustrations. So yeah, so I will be trying Brian Selznick and this coming month, September, and I will be reading other things. But yeah, thanks so much, you guys, for watching. I would love if you'd subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and like, and I appreciate it all. Thanks so much. Take care.